Hey everyone, John the Contractor Growth Guy here again. Today I want to talk about one of the most common things that I hear from contractors, and it's this. John, I keep losing jobs because my price is too high, or the lowest price always wins. That is not true. Period. Let me dispel that myth from you once and for all. In fact, I think it's one of the most damaging beliefs that any contractor can have. Now let's think about it for a moment. If people only bought the cheapest option, nobody would ever buy a Toyota. Nobody would buy Apple products. I bet some of you are watching this on an Apple phone right now. Nobody would fly on premium airlines. Nobody would stay at the Hilton Hotel. Nobody would take a Viking cruise. Nobody would buy premium tools. Nobody would buy premium anything, and yet people do it every single day. Why? Because people don't buy based solely on price. They buy based on perceived value. Now, don't misunderstand me. Price matters for sure. Of course it matters. Nobody wants to overpay, but price is only one factor of many in the decision. People also consider trust and experience and quality and reputation, communication, professionalism, confidence, peace of mind, all those things. The question isn't whether your price is higher. The question is whether the customer understands why it's higher. And that's where many contractors struggle. I've seen contractors lose jobs and immediately blame the price. But the problem wasn't the price at all. Sometimes the customer simply didn't see the value to justify the difference. Think about it this way. Imagine two contractors walk into a customer's home. One contractor spends 20 minutes rushing through the estimate, provides very little information, answers questions vaguely, and sends a number. The other contractor is a professional, because that guy wasn't. He communicates clearly, he explains the process, builds confidence, answers questions and concerns, demonstrates his expertise, and provides a better overall experience. Now ask yourself this. Who is more likely to earn the customer's trust? Who is more likely to justify a higher price? Who is more likely to win the job? Most customers aren't looking for the cheapest contractor. Most customers are afraid of the cheapest contractor, not because he's the cheapest, but because of what comes with him. They're looking for the contractor who gives them the greatest confidence that the project will be completed successfully. That is value. And when customers perceive enough value, price becomes only one part of the discussion. The reality is that some contractors spend years trying to become cheaper when they should be spending time trying to become more valuable. The goal isn't necessarily to have the lowest price. The goal is to create enough value that customers are comfortable paying your price and communicating that value to them so they understand it. And that's a completely different way of looking at the sales process. If you've convinced yourself that the lowest price always wins, I would challenge you to rethink your belief, because if that were true, premium brands in every industry would simply disappear, and they haven't, and neither should you. Now, thanks for watching. Again, John the Contractor Growth Guy. If you would like more of this contractor-focused business training, sales strategies, and growth advice, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Instagram and check out our training, sales training, and lead training and growth training. The link is in our bio on our Instagram profile.